Today we are reviewing the GreenWorks electric 1500 PSI pressure washer. I picked this up a couple days from Lowe's, and I've been using it around the house and giving this a shakedown, so I figured I would give this a review and let you guys know what I thought about it. So this pressure washer, again, it's electric. It's 1500 PSI. It comes with 3 tips, 0, 25, and 40 degrees. And so the specs on it are 1500 PSI, 1.3 gallons per minute. It operates on 110, and the power cord is 35 feet long, and the pressure hose is 25 feet long. So when you essentially when you unbox it, you're gonna get the pressure hose right here, and this is 25 feet long. You're also going to get a detergent bottle, which clips on to the wand, right? And then you get the wand itself, and the wand is 2 pieces. So essentially the front piece detaches, and then you're left with the trigger and the inlet for the pressure hose. So the quick connect are made of brass, which is pretty much standard what you see on most traditional pressure washers. And then the casing is plastic, and then you have the brass inlet on the trigger. You have the traditional on and off, and then you have a locking mechanism where you would flip it down, and it would keep it on if you wanted to for long durations of time. So looking at the pressure washer, essentially it's pretty simple. It's on and off. You have a holder for your 3 tips. On the side you have a storage caddy for your cord, right? A GFCI rated cord, and there's no ground on it, so if you have an older house without a common ground, not to worry. You can use this without a ground. So on the GFCI, there's a test and a reset, and when this is on, it is lit red, so you know what the status of the circuit is. Where is it? So if you look on the left-hand side, you have your traditional water outlet for any standard garden hose. Again, it's a brass fitting. And then if we go over to the right-hand side, this is for the high-pressure hose. Again, for a standard brass fitting. So again, there's your low pressure detergent bottle, which just clicks in, and we'll move the hose out of here real quick. So as far as the other accessories on it, essentially that's the back. Really nothing to write home about other than this handle does telescope out for in case you want to drag it around the yard. I used it. I don't think I'm going to use it that much. It's just easier just to grab it by the handle than rather to use this. And then the other thing on top for storage, you have a ring for to hang the high pressure hose on it, as well as a wand. So let me give you my thoughts on this real quick. I've always used traditional gas operated pressure washers. I don't have one myself. My father has one, so I've always used his. I bought this because essentially I got it for free, because my employer has a program that they give you points essentially, which you can use towards gift cards towards Lowe's. So essentially I bought this with a gift card from my employer for $100, so it was essentially for free. It cost me nothing. But essentially, my father's gas-powered pressure washer, I want to say that's around 25 to 27 PSI. The only thing I've ever used it for is like cleaning decks, masonry, stuff like that. And so I figured, I would give this a try and see how I like it, and give it a shot. So what I've used it for so far is I've used it to wash the siding on my garage, the windows along the house, all the lower windows, and I also used it to clean up some masonry as in the front of the house as far as some concrete steps, which I'm going to put in at the end of the video so you can see how it works. So initial thoughts are, I like it a lot. It gets the job done for what I want to use it for. Obviously, if you want a heavier duty pressure washer to strip paint or strip other stuff off of siding as far as doing prep work, you may have to buy a little bit something stronger, which they do make. But as far as my needs and stuff that I need it for around the house, it certainly meets the requirement. It has a 1-year warranty on it from GreenWorks, full replacement warranty. So in case anything happens into a year of ownership, GreenWorks will replace it for free. Just save your receipt. The only thing you have to do when you go to use this is to bleed the air out of the line as far as the water pressure when you go to use it, because otherwise the pump will cycle on and cycle off. I'm on the city water system, so I have a very good water pressure. Once I bled it once, I didn't have any issues. So essentially what you want to do if you do purchase something like this, after you initially hook it up the water supply and before you turn on the GFCI circuit, hold the trigger open and let all the air escape out of line. And then once you turn it on, the machine will self-prime for about 2 seconds. It'll turn on, and then it'll essentially prime the line and prime the high pressure hose, and then it'll go off. But as far as use, I like it. It's quiet. You use no gas, so I like it, and I would highly recommend it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some video of my wife cleaning the concrete steps in front of our house earlier today, and go from there. So as always, if anybody has any comments, thoughts, feedback, concerns, anything like that, go ahead and leave them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. And